Hello, everyone. Welcome to Agility Academy Leadership Learning Series. Today we have got Taiwo. Taiwo has got several years of industry experience. I'm going to introduce him shortly. Today's topic is benefits of disciplined agile coaching. If you have joined on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, feel free to say hi in comment section, mention your location. And throughout this session, we are going to do deep dive into discipline agile coaching. If you have got any questions related to agile coaching, don't hesitate to ask. Let's go ahead. So Taiwo, thanks for joining us in this
You,
learning series. So
you're
Taiwo,
welcome.
So Taiwo comes with several years of industry experience. He has been playing role of a senior IT advisor and strategist, played crucial role in driving digital transformation in various tech solutions companies. He has got expertise in agile methodology as well as project management. And we are keen to understand from Taiwo what has drawn him to do discipline agile coaching program and what were his learning outcomes, because we can see that he has got several certifications, he has got several years of very advanced experience, but still I can see he is continuously investing in his learning, which is really a great sign. And we want to know, our audience want to know what you look for and what you have learned from this. So this is agenda for our next 20-minute session. What's agile coach, different areas of agile coaching, benefits of agile coaching, and experience insights from Taiwo. Taiwo, over to you.
Okay. Thank you so very much, Sandeep. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are listening to me from. As introduced, my name is Taiwo Awonaya. My background is IT, and I've done a lot of things in the IT space. And I was privileged to attend the two-day Discipline Agile coach with Agility Academy. I think that was like 2.5 weeks ago. And it was a 2 day of intensive learning, which I gained a lot from. Now, what is a Discipline Agile coach? An Agile coach is a transformation agent that is saddled with the responsibility of making a team or organization to be self-organizing, self-learning, and self-improving using different tools available, particularly the guided continuous improvement and the DA toolkit, that is the Discipline Agile toolkit, so that the team or organization can evolve their way of working to have a what I'll call an agile mindset. And really, an agile mindset is a growth mindset as against having a fixed mindset. And as an agile coach, I would like to say this, you know, an agile coach operates within teams and organizations, like I said. And an organization is a complex adaptive system with its own culture. So an agile coach needs to understand the culture of that organization so that you can make it a psychologically safe environment to do what you want to do. Like they always say that culture eats strategy for lunch. So if you don't work with the understanding of the culture of that organization, you are not likely to succeed. So in a nutshell, that is what I would say a disciplined agile coach is. Next slide, Sandy.
Thank you. Thanks, Taiwo. And I can see that we have got people across world. Chino Liam, sorry for my pronunciation, has joined from Nigeria. We have got Sneha who has joined from Australia, and there are a few other folks. Feel free to ask any question to our expert throughout this session related to agile coaching. Thank you, Taiwo. Over to you.
Okay. Yeah, what did I learn in day one? Day one started with the Atkin coaching competencies. And really, this is the foundation of an agile coach because you need to understand when and where to apply each of these competencies. Is it teaching where the coach is impacting the right knowledge taught in the right way to the individual or team for their benefit? Or is it mentoring? Mentoring is where the agile coach is using his knowledge and experience to guide another fellow in the same or similar knowledge space or knowledge domain. Or is it facilitating? Facilitating, the coach is a neutral personality during facilitating. You are just helping the team to evolve the solution. This way, the team is more committed to whatever they evolve as a team, as against you, telling them what I will call this is the best practices. I don't think there's best practices anywhere. Everything is adaptable, to the environment and culture. Or is it professional coaching? You know, Professional coaching, the agile coach is acting as a coach, with the client's interest in determining the direction of uh, whatever is the objective. So this formed a good foundation. So an agile coach must know when and how to use these four competencies. Now we also moved on to the grow model. The grow model I really found fascinating. It's one of the most recognized in the world, and because it unlocks potentials and possibilities in individuals. For an agile coach to practice the grow model, you must have the skill of what I would call active listening, and also be able to ask powerful questions, because you are kind of guiding the individual team to come up with a solution through series of questions. So the G stands for goal. So what is the objective that the team organization is trying to achieve? And what is the reality? What is the current situation on ground? And what are the obstacles? So knowing the realities, then you now go on to options. So looking at the realities, what are the possible options? The agile coach must be able to ask powerful questions. I mean, it's similar to the five whys, but we'll get to that later. You know, the agile coach must be able to ask powerful questions to let the team come up with different options. Then the last, which is the W, is the will. So out of these various options identified, which one are you committed to? And when are you going to, you know, get it done? So the agile coach can act as accountability partner in this model to monitor how and when those agreed actions are being implemented. Now, moving on to the growth mindset. The growth mindset, um, vis-a-vis a fixed mindset, it's a mindset of continuous learning, continuous improvement, where people are not afraid of failure, where they see failure as an opportunity to learn. So an agile coach must be able to let his team or organization have this mindset. Don't Make sure they're not afraid to fail, but miss the learning in that failure because it's going to help them. You know, Somebody defines success as moving from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. So failure is not a bad thing, but it leads to success if you don't lose the learning eventually. Now, as an agile coach, You just cannot operate without what I will call a contract or something like guiding your deliverables. So before an agile coach will go into any organization, he must have a contract, which is the coaching agreement. What objectives are you hoping to achieve in that organization? And I will say this, whatever your objective, it must affect the organization's bottom line. It would primarily affect the people, it will primarily affect the way they work, but the bottom line is let it reflect in their balance sheet, let it reflect in their profitability. You know, we will, when we go to next slide, I will expatiate on this, how you develop metrics for the organization so that they can see their progress. This, if there's no compelling dashboard or metrics for the team or organization to work with, they don't know whether they're failing or they're succeeding, So this coaching agreement must state all these improvements that the business is expected to make that will directly impact their bottom line. And dealing with resistance, an agile coach will conf- you face uh, diverse opinion from different people because you're coming to teach them a different mindset. Somebody in that organization with a fixed mindset will not want to adapt, because they've been doing the same thing for several years, and you're coming to say, no, we have to do this differently. There will definitely be resistance. But when an agile coach, encounters resistance in any team or organization, the best thing is find a common ground, find a common ground. So from that common ground, begin to see the benefits, the pros and cons of, begin to sell the benefits of your position. This way, you can arrive at a win-win position. Now, to the last bullet, the DA toolkit on governance, the foundation of Agile coach skill set is the DA toolkit. You have so many of them, myriads of them, from continuous improvement to risk management to governance. We started day one with governance, and it was really exciting. So, slide
Awesome.
two, day two learning, Sandeep.
Thank you. And I like the fact which you have drawn here that coaching agreements should connect with business outcome, customer outcomes. So many times people want to know if we have got an agile coach, if we have got an agile expert, how that's going to impact business, customer, employee, and overall benefits. Like it might be in terms of revenue increase, it might be in terms of customer experience, NPS score uplift, it might be something to do with cost out, increasing productivity, quality, and whatnot. So having that coaching agreement, as Taiwo you have mentioned, linked with those tangible benefits always sets you for success. uh, uh, I can see that we have got few more people who have joined from Australia, Canada, and it's good to know we have got audience across world. So feel free to ask any question related to agile coaching while we are listening to Taiwo sharing his experience doing Disciplined Agile program and how and what kind of benefits he has reaped so far. Taiwo, I reckon you
Okay.
were talking about this
Yeah,
competency as well.
I've already spoken about this
Yeah,
competency,
yeah.
so it
So you
says
can move
everything
on.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, moving to day two learning. Day two started with a workshop where we really had to uh, resolve conflict situation, what I would call conflicting objectives. Here is a chain of warehouses that wanted to do robotics to enhance their operation. And there's conflict from procurement, who wanted robotics at the lowest price possible, conflict from the IT department, who wanted to make sure that the robotics operate seamlessly with the existing IT infrastructure. And here we have HR that needs to balance the employee morale, because some employees are already of the opinion that the robots are coming to take their jobs. You know, automation, people, I mean, workers they're always afraid of automation that is going to take away their job. But one thing with IT space, and one thing I've learned over my 30 something years of experience in IT, is the fact that upskilling is the secret. You know, we're in the world of AI now, and the statistic shows that AI will take away 85 million jobs in the US, you know, but it's going to create 97 million jobs. So we have a gap of 12 million. So in IT space, upskilling, you can't remain static knowledge-wise. You must be continuously improving, which is one of the toolkits of the DA Agile kit. So we looked into that and look at how each of these three departments will be able to balance, their objectives without, running the company down, or without quarreling with each other. Now, like I mentioned, continuous improvement toolkit is one of the toolkits that you will use, and it's every toolkit. If you attend a class, the toolkit is like an inverted tree, positioned sideways. From continuous improvement, you need to identify areas of improvements, you know, and what is the root cause of these improvements, how you share your improvements, and how you manage your improvement. There are so many sub-roots of this continuous improvement toolkit. But in as part of managing your improvements, there's impediment boards. That is, all the improvements you have listed, what are the impediments to implementing these improvements? Is very critical for an agile coach, because you can't just say, this is the improvement I'm recommending, and push it on them. They must be part of that decision. So you identify the the impediments. Are you able to eliminate the impediments? Are you able to accommodate the impediments? That is, despite these impediments, you can still go ahead, or you are unable to change. So in your impediment board, you must document the actions you will take for each impediment and the category to which they belong. Are you eliminating, accommodating, you are unable to change? And the reason or the actions you will take under each of these three categories for each impediment, you will need to document in your impediment board. On day two, we also looked at the risk toolkit. Like I said earlier on, that the Agile coach is a transformation and change agent. Every change has got its risk. There's no change you will do without having a risk component. You must be able to identify your risks and categorize them. Are they high? Are they medium? Are they low? And how do you mitigate them? Normally, you will want to mitigate the high risk ones before you mitigate the medium ones, and the low one you can accept. Or if it's not going to cost man hours, or it's not going to cost time, you can still go ahead and mitigate the low risk that that is affecting your changes. Now, lastly, on day two, we looked at metrics. Metrics drives positive behavior, and this is what I mean. No matter your initiatives. No matter the way of working, the team has evolved. If there is no metrics, somebody calls this a compelling dashboard. If there's no compelling dashboard to tell the team how they're faring in their way of work, before you know it, they're going to go back to their old way of working. So at the end of the day, you must leave the team with a compelling dashboard because it's a self-learning, self-improving organization you're trying to build. You're not going, an agile coach will not be permanently in an organization. It's a fixed time frame. You need to do what you want to do. But you need to leave them with materials, mindsets, dashboards that they can use to drive ongoing operation in a positive manner.
Spot on, spot on. I always draw parallels between agile coach and sports coach. So if you follow soccer, football, the if someone has been hired as a coach, keeping an eye on World Cup, so that's the outcome, right? Your team want to win the World Cup. If you don't know the scorecard, if you don't know the strengths, you don't know where you need to improve, you can't move in the positive direction. So I like the fact, Thaibo, which you have highlighted. Metrics drives behavior, and behavior creates culture. So if you want to change culture, you need to work backward and have right set of incentives based on right set of metrics. I can see we have got few participants from UK as well. Thanks for joining. We are talking about benefits of discipline agile coaching, and Taiwo is here as an expert to share what he has learned and how this program has benefited him. Even though he's working at very senior level, he is proactively investing in self-learning, and he is sharing his insights in this session. Taiwo, what are you looking to apply, or what you have already started
Yeah,
applying
but
in
in
this 90
fact,
days?
I've already started applying the grow business model. You know, ability to listen actively, ask powerful questions. If somebody is involved in a decision, is more is it will be more committed to implementing that decision as against you, just telling your subordinates, or your team member that this is what you have to do. You know, Nowadays I see myself sitting down with various board teams, board owners, and evolving because I work as agile coach as well. I conduct retrospective at the end of every sprint so that we discover what went well in this sprint, what didn't go well, what are the areas you need help. You know, in coming up with a solution in areas where they need help, I make sure we kind of evolve this together. And I've seen positive results, you know. And the DA toolkit, like I said, there are so many of them. I'm slowly easing into it and hopefully get better as I go along. And growth mindset is something I've had and I'll continue to practice because nobody benefits from a fixed mindset. If somebody fails, yes, you fail, but what's the learning? So um, I'm I'm on the track to do this.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Taiwo, for sharing your experience. And this reminds me famous movie by Rocky Balboa, like Rocky, in which he says that it doesn't matter how many times you fail or you get hit. What matters is how many times you get up. Uh,
Mm.
so discipline agile is all about running those small experiments, failing often, learning often, continuously improving, with this humble mindset saying that there is yet to be achieved a lot of success. So you'll succeed often only when you'll experiment often. Uh, Fantastic. Thank you, Taiwo. So, in a
Yeah,
nutshell,
thank
just
you.
to wrap it up, Taiwo, do you want to briefly talk about what is the focus area of Agile Coach?
Yeah, I mean, this diagram or this chart says it all. You are trying to change the mindset of the people to be more agile. You are trying to work with them to evolve way of working that are called the process. Then using agile to influence the products, then tools and technology. This way you can come up with dashboards, with metrics, that will have a compelling impression on the success or failure of a way of working of the team you're working with.
Cool.
Uh,
We have got one question from audience. Can we get the DA toolkit? What will you suggest?
the DA toolkit is there. If you go to PMI, but is one thing to get the DA toolkit, is another thing to know how to use them. So I would recommend you attend the trainings with agility or any other PMI, coaches. I mean, training partners. So, but I really I had fun with my session with agility. So I would strongly recommend that, you know. And
Yeah,
it was online. It was online. So this not distance was not a barrier at all. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so DA Toolkit will share link of DA browser, but you will not be able to understand how to apply it. For that, what you need an
Exactly.
expert. You need an
Yes.
expert, you need a mentor, you need a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do based on where you are, what you are trying to achieve, you can scan this QR code or just visit agilityacademy.com.au and then enroll to one of our upcoming session on Discipline Agile. Or perhaps there are heaps of programs in a Discipline Agile space which are offered by Agility Academy. If you are new in Agile and Scrum world, you can explore Discipline Agile Scrum Master Program. If you have got 3 years of industry experience in Agile, you can do Agile Coach or a Value Stream Consultant Program. Now, good part is that for those who are attending this session, we have got this special coupon code as a token of appreciation. So feel free to scan this QR code, visit agilityacademy.com.au and use Learn 2024 to avail some special discount. If you're still not sure what should be your next step, whether you want to explore career in agile landscape as agile coach or agile delivery manager, scrum master, product owner, project manager, you can book free 15 to 30-minute consultation session by scanning this QR code. One of the Agility Academy expert will help you, guide you to understand what should be done next. And Taiwo, as you mentioned, we take a grow model. So we first understand what is the goal, what is the reality, what are the options, and what should be done next in order to fast track and advance career. So take opportunity to scan QR code, book free consultation session, and take charge of your career. Again, I want to say thank you so much, Taiwo, for taking time out for this
You're
session and sharing
welcome.
your learnings.
You're
I'm sure
welcome.
everyone across world from Canada, Australia, US, UK, everyone has, and Nigeria, of course, has enjoyed this session.
Mhm.
And yeah, stay tuned, subscribe to our YouTube channel, LinkedIn channel, Facebook channel, and every fortnight or every week, we go live with one of the experts to understand what needs to be done next to advance career in agile management as well as leadership space. Thank you, Taiwo. Have a good one,
Okay,
everyone.
thank you, Sandy. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.